Good afternoon. You may ask your classmates to enter the room. Last meeting, we differentiated covalent bonding to the ionic bonding. We have to take note of these concepts that you can determine that if a compound is a covalent if the bond happens between two or more nonmetals. Electrons are not being transferred, they are just being shared. Um, Others, they do not have charges at all, they will just be neutral. Pero merong iba na partial charges. Bonds are being drawn as sticks if it's a single bond. There are two electrons na pinagsama. Pag double bond, that is equal to 4 kasi 2 times 2. And triple bond, 3 electron pairs, ibig sabihin 3 times 2, 6 electrons. So, in order to draw the bonds, you just have to connect now two electrons that are shared between the nuclei. So we also practice determining covalent by just looking at the chemical formula. So given here, we have two covalents, which is the first and the last example. Okay, why? Because in first example, Cl and Cl, kasi dalawa yung Cl dyan, they were both non-metal. And here, hydrogen and oxygen combined, parehas yan na non-metal, kaya sila ang dalawa na considered as covalent. Okay? So how to form bonds? We also use an analogy here that one atom can share or contribute to another atom, and then ganun din sa isa pang atom na magko-contribute sa kabila. So, if they do not have enough electrons in order to become stable electron configuration that consists of 8 electrons, they need to share. So he given example here is chlorine that has 7 valence electron. So all you have to do is to write first yung ating Lewis dot structure 2, 4, 6, 7. Same sa isa pang chlorine atom. Ayan. So we can observe that this chlorine requires one electron and another one electron for the next chlorine. So we can draw a bond between them or a stick that indicates two electrons were connected to form a single bond. Nakita nakita po ito as kung paano naging iisa. Okay, dito na lang ako magre-review para sa susunod na mga examples, I can proceed. So, ganun din sa H2O. Again, take note nyo to ha. Huwag nyo tong kakalimutan. Huwag kayong magtataka bakit ang hydrogen walang 8 electrons. They are exempted sa octet rule. Okay? So, don't dare to complete them na 8 electrons ha. Hindi. Dalawa lang ang kailangan nila para maging parehas with the helium. So, carbon atoms can always form either single, double, or triple bonds. Why? Because they have 4 valence electrons. Pwedeng kabitan dito, 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 or dito. Okay? Kaya ang carbon as an element, they are very important component ng organic compounds kasi they can uh, do the four bondings or tetra, no? Tetra bonds. Tetra means four. A double bond is formed when two atoms share two electron pairs, while triple bond is three electron pairs. Nitrogen as an atom has five valence electrons, but if we are going to bond it with another nitrogen, we can form triple bonds. So we have remaining two. Okay? Lone pairs. Ang tawag sa electrons na hindi ginamit sa bonding, lone electron pairs. Nasusundan? Nag-overview lang tayo ha. Okay. So ngayon, proceed tayo dito. Draw the Lewis structure of each of the following. Hindi pa sa inyo yan, sa akin muna yan. Kasi ito yung sa inyo, exercise. Okay? So, for added example, we have first fluorine, 2 fluorine. Ilan ang valence electrons ng fluorine? 7. So, parang parehas ng ating chlorine that has 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same sa next chlorine, it has 7. Now, 7 and another 7 requires plus 1 to become 8, plus 1 to become 8. So, they need to contribute to 1 electron to each other. That's why we are going to draw a bond in between them. So, the covalent bond that we form is F with 6 lone electron pairs. So this is our final answer. Okay? Next. How about the two bromines? Parang parehas kanina, but this time, bromine has, ilan ang valence electron ng bromine? Br, ganun din pala, 7. So parang parehas lang with the fluorine. Okay, hindi ko na ipakita, parehas lang pala. Eto, how about methane? Kanina, it was uh, mentioned that carbon can form single, double, or triple bond. But here, since we have four molecules of hydrogen connected to the carbon, all these four hydrogen will contribute to the carbon so that the carbon can form 8 electrons. Okay? And that will form as a bond. So CH4. Paano yan nangyari? Etong bond na ito, equivalent sa dalawang electrons na pinagsama from hydrogen and carbon. Naintindihan po ito? Okay. Arlene, question? Remark? Clear ito? Kung paano? Okay. So, this compound is called methane. So, hindi ko naman kayo nire-require to name. Lewis structure pa lang tayo. Okay? Next. H2S. Sulfur has 5. Tama ba? 6, sorry. Sorry. 6 valence electrons. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have two hydrogens here. So these two hydrogens will contribute two electrons to the sulfur para si sulfur magiging 8. Ngayon, okay lang naman si hydrogen kasi ang kailangan niya lang dalawa for it to become isoelectronic with the helium. So we have the final structure of S with six lone pairs. Okay? So, ayan. Kasi ito yung pang 7 and pang 8 ng ating sulfur. Sorry sa drawing ko. Medyo magulo. Ulitin ko. Erase ko. Ayan. Yan ang pang 7 at pang 8. Okay? Next, how about the HCN? H has one valence electron or the hydrogen. Carbon has 4. And nitrogen has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ayan. So, any idea how can we form bonds here? Ay, na-exit ko yung PowerPoint. Yan. So, let us rearrange yung ating electrons. H, C, N, H. Carbon has 4 valence electrons. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So here we can form 1, 2, 3. Meron triple bond. Tapos meron din tayong double bond sa single bond doon sa kabila. One from hydrogen. Ah, one from hydrogen, one from carbon. Ayan. Meron tayo isang single bond at isang triple bond. So, kung bibilangin natin, si carbon merong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 electrons. Si hydrogen merong 1 and 2. Si nitrogen merong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So, parehas sila na kumpleto. Hydrogen, carbon, and as well as the nitrogen. Okay? So, I think you can do this exercise. Same lang, use your whiteboard marker and whiteboard paper or pen. Question, Arlene, Abby?